What's up? I like the 54-inch deck. I like it really well. It's doing great, with one exception. I can only move it down one notch to 5 because the stance of the Poulan Pro is too low. If you look here, how close it is, I drop it down to 1 and it's all but on the ground. I try to go down to 4 and I have to force it down. And so what happens when I'm mowing? Well, I hit a hill, I start spinning my wheels because I don't have enough ground clearance on the tractor itself for that deck to float the way it's supposed to. So what's the solution? Bigger's better, right? Bigger front tires, bigger back tires. That's going to raise me up. I've already measured axle to axle, and the wheelbase on the Craftsman is actually shorter. So I should have no issues at all putting these larger wheels and tires on the Poulan. The only question is whether or not it doesn't look like I can take these hubs off of the axles. So what I may have to do is switch out the entire axle. So we'll see how that goes and if that's going to go. If not, all is not lost, because I have 12-inch wheels back there, 12-inch wheels and tires that are just on a splined axle that I can put on the back of the Poulan Pro. We'll have mixed match wheels and colors, but I don't care. I've got to get this thing higher up in the ground, and short of doing a lift kit on the axles, I think my best bet's just to see what I can do about getting a tire swap underneath this thing. So stay tuned, we'll see what I find out. I'll be right back. What we got on the Craftsman, axle is a 1-inch diameter. Well, the axle on this one is considerably smaller. So the solution, I dug out of my tire hoard and got these 23 by 9.5 by 12 Carlisles out. They fit right on there just beautifully. Here's the other side. We'll look at it from the back and see how much ground clearance I've gained. So, real happy about that. And provided that the front spindles are the same size on the Craftsman, then those larger tires will go on the front. Yeah, I'll have silver wheels on the back and white on the front, but I'll have my ground clearance. So, I mean, look how much higher my deck is. Like, just on moving that one side, 4, 3, so I can get it down into the 3rd position now, where before I couldn't even get it into the 4th position comfortably. So I should be able to float the deck a little better. Let's see if this one comes off as easy as the other one did. Cover, pry bar. There we go. Now the other one just slid right off. Let's see if this one will be nice and do the same. Gotta love that. A little bit of lube. New one, I had to reseal the bead on this. Come on, Festus. Line it. There we go. Done. Washer back on. Clip back on. And we are done. Now we can go to the fronts. The axles are the same size, so that works to my benefit. Pop this one off, and then we'll go out and pop off the other side. Gotta keep that clean. Just that easy. And we'll grease those up after we get them on. That tire's got no air in it, so we'll air that up. But let's get back over to the Poulan. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's fun, isn't it? Pretty boring for you guys, I'm sure. Just two washers off. I forgot to put my gloves back on. That's alright. Slips right off. The backing washer. We'll put that back on. Yep, getting greasy. Please be long enough. Yes. Alright. So we've figured out a way to successfully raise the height of the tractor pretty easily. If you right, gang, we got it. Looks a little goofy, but look how high that deck is now. That's all I had to do is just change those tires out to give me the deck height that I needed, so that when I lower it, I can actually let the deck float, so it'll move up and down with the terrain. Before, it was bottoming out on the tractor. And now we've got plenty of daylight between the two of them. So it was just a quick little swap. Doesn't have to be the prettiest thing, just has to get the job done, right? I'm loving the 54-inch deck. It really cuts a lot of time out on the mowing, especially with 3 acres here. In fact, I did an acre in a half an hour yesterday. And that's not going full bore at a heavy clip. So anyway, we're done with that. Let's see what else we get into. This on or throw it in one of the videos. Here is another reason why you must clean and clear your pressure washer of all liquid. Same pressure washer that I'm waiting on the pump for. You guys can see that. If it gets cold, it takes the path of least resistance, and the cast is going to give before the brass or the stainless does. Make sure they're empty. That's it. I went ahead and took it over and tested it out to see if it would take care of doing inside the fence. So I've got a lot of hills and slopes where I've landscaped and whatnot, and it took everything. It did awesome. For me to go in there and do the mowing in there, I can just do everything with the Poulan. Didn't slip once, and we're talking, you know, pretty decent inclines, and yeah, I'm happy about that. Now the next true test is going to be on the other side of my house. Along this road over here is a whoop-de-woo, a pretty good one, to see if this is going to be able to handle doing that hill up and down it, not going diagonally. That's just silly because you'll fall off. Alright, that's it. Friendly Neighborhood Zippo, everything worked out as planned with this. I'm really glad it did. It was a real simple thing to do, just swap stuff over with wheels and tires that I already had. I guess I need to shut the radio off. That's it. Please, if you would, right over here, I know this is kind of an oddball one, just changing tires on a tractor, or not even a tractor, a riding mower, but it made Zippo happy. I guess that's really all that matters in this case, huh? Just thought I'd share it with you and take you along for the ride. So please, if you enjoyed it, smash that like button over there, and I will see you guys on the next one.